I'm Nick Pawson for News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by Steve Pike, also goes by the name of Spike, who works for Wavescape, and Wavescape are responsible for organising the Outdoor Surf Film Festival, which is very popular in Cape Town on Clifton and in Durban in July. So thank you for joining us, Steve, and yes, tell us all about this Outdoor Surf Film Festival.
Well, actually there's an outdoor component. We also do indoors.
Okay.
So basically we have a slide night where we have speakers speaking about ocean-related things, and then we have the films that are going to be showing. We have the fish fry, which is a whole community thing, and then we move on to the films. The films are starting this Saturday, 6th of December at Clifton 4th Beach. Got a lineup of 6 cool surfing films from around the world, and 3 from South Africa actually, and we'll screen them on the beach. From 9 o'clock, obviously as the sun sets, got to be dark. It's a beautiful night out under the stars, obviously. And then from Sunday, we start screening our films in town, in the Labia and Brassbell, Cork Bay.
Okay, so for the event on Clifton, you of course have to compete with the elements in Cape Town. This week we've experienced them very much so with the southeaster blowing things over. So how does that play into things?
Well, you know, in the past, I mean, we actually had a blow-up screen that we used to tether with big straps and a 1-ton water tank on each end, 4 of them, to hold down the screen and the wind, and it was very stressful. Nowadays, we have a proper scaffolded screen that's done by an audio engineering company, and we basically have, obviously the beach down there in Clifton is much more sheltered, and even when the wind is pumping, it's nice and calm down there. A little bit gusty every now and then. But we're actually looking at the weather forecast for this weekend, and it looks fine. I mean, it looks much lighter than most years, and the direction's good. So the southeaster, you get these directions that can cause problems as well.
Steve, the idea behind the concept, and what is the turnout like sort of year after year? Is it growing? And I guess like sort of surf filming and documentaries, is that an industry that's growing too? Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely growing, and in fact the growth of technologies like drones that fly and get your aerial shots, and then of course the GoPro type POV angle from inside the waves or whatever you're doing as an extreme sports person, as well as this phantom kind of flex kind of footage where you get 1,000 frames a second sort of thing. So there's no shortage of content that's coming. Of course, just speaking in terms of conceptually for us, the Surf Film Festival is actually also about the ocean, and it's about sustainability and the greening of our need to understand about the ocean. So that's why we have the Pick and Pay sustainability people on board, Save Our Seas Foundation, WWF SASSY, because as surfers we figure that we're at the front line of the ocean in a way. We kind of make good ambassadors for the ocean. So it's not just surf culture and surf lifestyle and action sport as such. It's also about sustainability, which is important to us. And it has grown, sorry to answer your question. It's grown a lot, but of course if the wind is super howling, pumping, nasty, then of course there's an automatic culling of the numbers. The biggest crowd I think we've had is about 5,000.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
And of course you have a leg in Durban in July.
Yes.
What's the turnout like up there?
About 800 to 1,000 people. We have it at the Durban, at the Bay of Plenty, on the lawns at the beach. It's pretty popular, not quite as big as Clifton, but it is in winter. It's July, even though Durban is not exactly what we would call winter.
They don't really have a winter. No. Last question, Steve. The times of the current surf festival and dates. How long does it run for?
Okay, so basically we started last week Friday with the fish fry in Muizenberg. Obviously that's done and dusted. It was a really cool event, I might say. It's like Ultimate Briar Masters came, and Briar Sustainable Fish, DJ Kath, 5FM, Joel, Craft Beer, Craft Brews, Brews as in beer and brews as in brothers brews. And then we had Slide Night, which is also awesome. We had it last night at the Centre for the Book in Cape Town, and that was 10 ocean thought leaders speaking for 10 minutes on a subject close to their hearts. So we had scientists and activists, athletes. I mean, that was also really inspiring to see. And then the film component now starts proper on Saturday the 6th of December, Clifton 4th Beach, 9 p.m. And then we move on to the Labia and the Brassbell from basically the Sunday the 7th all the way to the 14th of December. And if people would like to book tickets or get more information, they can go to wavescapefestival.com.